What's going on, guys? Seth here for Tasty Loot Gaming, doing a TLG reacts to a bunch of videos. We didn't do a Tasty Cast. We typically do on the weekend, but we got State of Play coming up. We got Game of the Month. We got Plus Club. We got a lot of videos coming out, and so we didn't do one. But we'll do like a little Tasty Cast mini right now because there's a bunch of little videos that have come out that aren't quite worth doing a full episode on, but I feel like I need to react to them, so we're going to do that. And those are Sons of the Forest exclusive multiplayer trailer that comes out in less than 24 hours. I can't wait to play it, so we're going to be watching that and talking about it. Starship Troopers Extermination, which is a game that I am definitely interested in the concept of, but I'm hoping they can execute what they're saying. It's supposed to be like 12-player co-op versus bugs, so let's hope that's good. It's being made by the same people who made Squad, I believe, as well. So that's pretty interesting as well. Witchfire, which was a game that we saw at some event a while back that, looked pretty cool. So we can catch up with that. And then I got a bonus video that I want to watch because I think we covered this a while back, and I was really surprised it's even a game. And they got a new trailer, so we're gonna watch that and see what we think of it. But consider this a Tasty Cast mini because I want to tell you a little bit about a game I've been playing, which is Wild Hearts. It's pretty much the only game I've been playing. I just downloaded Atomic Heart though on Game Pass, so I'll let you know what I think of that soon. But I've been playing Wild Hearts a lot. I think I'm almost 40 hours into it, and I'm liking it a lot, which I did not expect. If you guys have been following the channel, you guys know that I've been like, it looks okay. It looks like it's a fair attempt at Monster Hunter, but it's probably not gonna be that great. And I also thought the Katakuri, which is the box that transforms, was gonna be a gimmick. I'm happy to say that it's not. It's a lot of fun. It adds a whole new depth and flavor to the very Monster Hunter-like combat, and I actually really like it. But the game is great. I think it looks decent. I think the gameplay is really good. It's a more arcadey Monster Hunter. There's less like prep involved than Monster Hunter has, but it has a lot of in the moment decisions that make it really good. It kind of reminds me, and this might upset some people, but I'll explain. It kind of reminds me of Fortnite in terms of building as you're in combat, not any other thing from Fortnite. So if you're thinking like, oh, it's like Fortnite sucks, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that in Fortnite you can build while you're shooting at somebody, and it can give you an advantage or disadvantage, blah, blah, blah. This has that as well with the Katakuri. And it reminds me of Death Stranding, which is really weird too. And I've had some people ask me what I mean by that, so I'll let you know. In Death Stranding, you traverse challenging terrains, and then you start building infrastructure to make that traversal easier for yourself, more efficient. This has that. You're able to build infrastructure with the Katakuri, you can make like these towers that can scan for monsters, you can make zip lines, you can make jump pads, you can make fans that can blow you into the air. You can use these in combat, but you also leave them on your map. So you can start building systems to get around. That reminds me a lot of Death Stranding, which is really interesting. And then, of course, it's very much like Monster Hunter because it's absolutely inspired by it. But the whole thing I keep thinking of when I'm playing Wild Hearts is how there's these games that define a genre, and then there's a bunch of people who try to emulate it. And that's fine because I want people to come up with new ideas for that. But the best example is Dark Souls or Demon Souls, but Dark Souls is the one that really standardized everything. And yet all these people try to make a Dark Souls-like game. And then finally Neo comes along. And there's no discussion on like, well, Neo's just a Dark Souls ripoff. It's like, no, Neo's just really good. Of course it's inspired by Dark Souls, but it's so good it stands on its own. I think Wild Hearts is that. I think it's the first Monster Hunter-like game that stands on its own. While obviously heavily inspired by Monster Hunter, it is the same gameplay loop. It wouldn't exist without it. It's offering enough new things that make it feel fresh, different, exciting. It has features in it that Monster Hunter doesn't have that I don't want Monster Hunter to have. So it's not like, well, they do this and they don't do that. It's not that. It's just a different feeling game. And Monster Hunter has way more stuff because it's been out longer. But it has stuff that I don't want Wild Hearts to have. And so it's good these two games exist, because I keep seeing people comparing the two, and I'm doing the same thing, but you kind of have to in this conversation. And obviously there's the Monster Hunter purists, and I love Monster Hunter before, maybe you're new here and you're like, oh, well, maybe you're not a fan. No, I'm a huge fan. I love Monster Hunter. But there are some purists out there who want Wild Hearts to just not be good, because it's like, well, Monster Hunter is the original. It's like, that's fine, but like, you can have other good games as well. We want more good games, and competition's good. Not that this would be full on competition, but potentially could be, which is so weird to say that EA owns the best Monster Hunter like game now outside of Monster Hunter. That's kind of wild to think. But there's room for two. And if you liked Monster Hunter, I'm just gonna tell you right now, I think you should play this. It's really good. Everyone I've talked to who's actually played the game has been enjoying it. Outside of people who are having issues, I've been running into stutter. They implemented a patch that fixed a lot of it, but there's still some, so they need to optimize the game better. And I'm hearing some people on console are getting like 30 FPS, which I still feel like in 2023 is unacceptable, but hopefully they can smooth that out. I think it's a good game. I think you should check it out. And yeah, graphics are good, gameplay is good, the combat's awesome, the weapons are really cool. I've been maining, I forgot the name. It's some kind of dagger with a claw. It's like a ninja weapon, and essentially you hit the monster and you build up a bar, and as you build up that bar, you're able to swipe your claw at them, attach it, and then you're able to float around the monster and come in and swing. And if you do that enough times, there's like a finishing move where you fly through them and it leaves like an X slash. It's very satisfying. And because I main Insect Glaive, it feels kind of similar but different. So it's definitely up my alley. And I was also using the hammer for a while too, which is very weird because I don't like slow weapons, but it's really satisfying in this game as well. But weapons are really cool. Except for that staff, the Katakuri staff, it just transforms into all these different weapons. It's really weird. I don't know if it's for me, but it's kind of neat. But anyway, weapons are cool. Monsters are cool. I didn't think they're going to be cool. Like when I watched the trailer, I was like, these guys look all generic and stupid. I've changed my mind. I'm playing the game, and I think there's a lot of really cool animations, a lot of cool imagination, a lot of cool attack patterns. I'm sure they are just like a boar, a chicken, stuff like that. But whereas like Monster Hunter has like these like really cool imaginative monsters that they've built up and a huge roster of them, of course, this game feels kind of like a Studio Ghibli anime. It feels like Princess Mononoke. Like all these animals are like giant versions of normal animals, but they have this like nature element to them that's really neat. It makes the fights really cool, especially with the soundtrack, which I think is good as well. It's got a really cool like Japanese visual aesthetic to the game, and the music matches that, and it's a really cool experience. And then yeah, the Katakuri in combat I thought was gonna be a gimmick, but it flows so good and adds a lot to it that I actually kind of love it. It's a lot of fun to be in the middle of combat, similar to Monster Hunter where you can like put down like a bomb or something like that, or a trap. It's awesome that in the middle of combat, you can just put down a hammer, a bomb, and a couple other things, and just harpoon guns and slam into them right in the moment. And when you get those hits, it's super satisfying. And yeah, be able to leap around, get launched around, use zip lines, shoot the zip line into the monster and fly at them. Use the helicopter. It all flows really well. I'm really happy to say that, because that was the biggest thing that me and Chevy were kind of critical of in the trailers, and I can at least say, Chevy hasn't played it yet, I really like it, so I'm glad to have been wrong on assuming it wouldn't be that great of a thing. Yeah, there's also upgrades to the Katakuri, which I think is cool. Gives you a sense of like skill point progression, where you get to pick what you want as you upgrade your Katakuri. So I really like that. And then weapon upgrades is not set up the same way as Monster Hunter, but it's the same idea. You kill the monsters, you upgrade your weapons, but it's set up almost like a Path of Exile, like skill tree. It's really interesting the way they do it. But one thing I really like about it is as you upgrade your weapon from this to the next thing, you can carry over perks from your last weapon into the new weapon. But you have a max of, I think, 5 perks. And so you have to start picking and choosing what perks you want to keep carrying over to your new weapon. So you kind of start looking at all the weapon upgrades and strategize what perks and how you want to get to certain parts to maximize, your damage output versus your perks that you're carrying over. Like I got a bunch of crit stuff that I keep carrying over from the last weapons right now because I'm using a fast weapon. I want to, be able to do those crits. So I'm really enjoying that. And then armors are cool. They're imaginative. I really like the visual style of them. Locations are cool. I've been to like 5 different zones, I think, and they're kind of they're big, but they carry over a lot of stuff you built before. So it's kind of neat to return to your areas and see where all your stuff's at. Also, camps like in Monster Hunter are random locations on the map. Not random, they're preset, but you're able to build them. You build your own camp, which I think is neat. So when you play on other people's games, you get to see their camps and all, their karakuri setup, and vice versa. So I kind of like that. And then the main hub is neat. It's cool. You can build there as well. So that's also really cool. And the story is fine. It's not bad. It's not good. It's okay. So that's cool. And the fights are challenging. So yeah, I think I'm towards the end of chapter 4. So I don't know if that's the end of the game, or if there's chapter 5, I don't know. Yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot. Been playing it a lot. And I definitely recommend it to you guys. So let me know in the comments, have you guys played Wild Hearts? Do you plan on playing it? Are you not planning on playing it? Why? Why not? Let me know in the comments below. All right, let's jump into the videos. All right, first video up is Witchfire, official combat gameplay overview trailer. This was via IGN FanFest 2023, the only place we're really getting any gaming news this week. It's crazy. I kept looking for like the last 3 days. I'm like, where's the gaming news? What's new? What's happening? Is there anything going on? It's all, oh, the Xbox deal might go through. Okay, cool. Fuck it. I'm sick of hearing about it. Like, do it or don't. So yeah, we're kind of in a lull, even though a lot of games are releasing this month, which is hard to keep up with. So I'm going to play Like a Dragon Ishin, Atomic Heart. I'm going to be playing Sons of the Forest for sure. There's no gaming news. So I'll take what I can get, and we're getting Witchfire, which is a first-person shooter. I remember seeing this at probably one of Jeff Keighley's events, and it looked pretty interesting. So we'll watch this and find out what it has to offer. This is Witchfire in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chmielasz, and I am the creative director.
Has an interesting visual style. That's kind of like medieval fantasy,
video,
but also
I
you're
want to
using
show
guns.
You how guns work in Witchfire. When you get a new gun, it's just a dead piece of metal. Let's take this hand cannon, called Hunger, as an example. It works as expected, can get the job done, but there's nothing special about it. Well, that's because its true power is hidden from mere mortals. All guns have powerful magic inside them, but only the witch hunters can access it. Let's see that in action. Hunger feeds on critical hits.
Sick.
Reloading it will give you as many extra powerful bullets as critical hits before the reload. So, for example, here I score 3 critical hits, then I reload, and now the first 3 bullets from the new clip have extra power.
Oh, interesting.
But that's just the first level of the hunter's attunement with the gun. The second level makes the gun even more powerful because that extra strength of bullets is no longer a flat increase. Now it also depends on the number of critical hits before the reload.
So things
Here's
just
me
OP.
scoring a critical hit, reloading, and firing that new extra strength bullet at another enemy. Nope, that was not enough to kill him. But now let's see what happens if I score, say, 3 critical hits, reload, then shoot the same enemy. There we go. This time, just 1 bullet.
By critical hit, is he talking like a random percentage crit, or is critical hit in this like a headshot?
If you hit your crits. But when you do hit them, you become a powerful, evil killing machine.
Seems like he's just getting headshots.
And that's how the gun magic works in Witchfire.
That's actually really cool sounding.
And by the way, yes, there's also the final 3rd level of attunement. And in the case of Hunger, it can do things like this.
I like the way this game looks. It's got a cool visual style. Well, that was quick. All right. Well, overall, I think it looks pretty cool. I've said it twice now, but the visual style is really neat. The gameplay looks good, fluid. Looks like the shooting is tight, so let's hope. But the idea is pretty neat. I don't know if there's really a game that does this exact thing. I'm sure there is. It's so hard to have like an original idea nowadays, but I haven't played a whole lot of shooters where builds up, maybe Borderlands or something like this. Sounds like something that would be in Borderlands. That builds up your damage output based off of how often you're getting headshots. It's pretty neat. It sounds cool. I don't think this game's gonna have multiplayer. I was gonna say for a single player game, something like that, it sounds like a lot of fun. For multiplayer, it almost sounds like it would be potentially OP. But I like it. I like the idea. I would have liked to see some more guns, to see some more ideas of what they're doing in this game. But it does sound hopeful in the sense that the game looks good, the gameplay looks good, the ideas are there. Sounds like something I would definitely play. And yeah, I like what they're doing. So overall, pretty cool. And I feel like I might pick this up when it comes out. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think about Witchfire. What do you think about this gun combat gameplay overview? What do you think of this ability that you have with this pistol? And are you interested in Witchfire? Let me know in the comments below. Next video up is Starship Troopers Extermination official trailer. We're actually going to see gameplay here, which is nice because originally when they announced this game, they said, oh, it's a Starship Troopers game, 12-player co-op. You're going to shoot a bunch of bugs. I think they said they're going to be able to do 1,000 bugs on screen at once. I'm skeptical of that. And yeah, it sounds on paper awesome. It sounds like the game I've been waiting for since I was a child. And so I hope they can nail it. But there hasn't really been any great Starship Troopers games. So I'll keep my expectations tempered, like I do with most games, and hope for the best. So yeah, this is Starship Troopers Extermination, and 3, 2, 1, go. Definitely keeping within theme
You've
of
shown incredible
the
resolve,
movie.
Trooper, doing your part for the mobile infantry of the Terran Federation. But it's time to take
Graphics
the
are
next
okay.
step and join the elite in the deep space
Game like this with a
vanguard.
lot of stuff going on makes
Will
sense
you
to kind
rain
of keep
death from
the
above as an
textures
assault
kind of low.
unit? Provide additional cover and suppressing fire as a heavy infantry.
Okay.
Or support troopers with medical aid and critical resources. Whatever your strengths, the Deep Space Vanguard is the place for you. Once your
getting
boots on the
quick
ground,
little blips here,
the
but
infestation
it
will
looks
feel
cool.
relentless. We'll need you to gather resources and establish footholds so we can take back colonies for the Federation. Let's get to work, Trooper.
Fortify your
some defenses
defenses. This is like the fantasy of anybody who grew up like in the 90s or from the 90s,
And remember, the only good bug is a dead
who
bug.
watch this movie and just want to sit there and just be unloading at bugs from a base. Hopefully they can give us that experience. It looks cool. It's not like as good as I was hoping it would look, but it looks like it potentially could be fun. I'd like to see just like straight up uninterrupted gameplay. But we are seeing a lot of bugs, a lot of shooting, a bunch of people playing together, which is cool. We got different classes. We got things you can fortify, things you can build up for your defenses. It did say that you're going to be doing like objectives, which is good. It would kind of suck if it's just like horde mode, essentially. But I mean, it could, having things set up while you defend them and then possibly leaving, extracting could almost feel like Deep Rock Galactic, which would be very positive for me since I love Deep Rock Galactic. And then we saw a big bug just a second ago, which was really cool. I mean, you're going to want to fight a lot of bugs, but bug variety is going to be important. We saw different types of bugs in the movie, so we're going to want to see those here. But at a certain point, like I said, you're just going to be shooting a lot of bugs, so I don't know if you're going to be paying that much attention, but it will kind of make a big difference when you're shooting into a crowd and there's like a giant bug that shows up and then you have to reprioritize what you're doing. Yeah, concept sounds cool though. Visuals are looking pretty decent, and I just hope they can deliver on the Starship Troopers experience, but also having every class feel like it has a job to do and that people are, you know, working as a team and not just shooting bugs together, which would be fun, but it'd be more satisfying if, you know, you're actually working together and cooperating and communicating. So overall, it looks really cool. Definitely a game I will be wanting to try and hoping for the best. Hopefully, the only bugs in this game will be the ones you're shooting. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think about Starship Troopers. Are you excited? Are you not excited? Let me know in the comments below. Next video we got, and this is via the IGN Fest thing, so otherwise I wouldn't know about it, is I Am Jesus Christ official trailer. I love that somebody's making this as a game. Like, we're just going to watch it and see what you do as Jesus Christ in a video game. Also curious who this is for, who's excited to play this game. And yeah, let's check it out, because I can't really tell you anything about anticipation. I don't know anything about it. So, all right, let's watch 3, 2, 1, go. This is a 1 and 40-second trailer.
Many people have attempted to write about the things that have taken place among us. Reports of these things were handed down to us.
Looks like Morrowind.
There were people who saw these things for themselves from the beginning. They saw them and then passed the word on. With this in mind, I myself have carefully looked into everything from the beginning.
I'm Simon. This is
These graphics could
we're trying
be
to
better.
catch fish.
Couldn't you use Unreal Engine?
But I'm afraid
Damn, this music's
the
getting
woman appears
intense.
to have a small issue. I don't know, but I thought you might be able to help.
I like how he's just walking around like this with his hands just in front of his
This wine
face.
is better than the wine we had before.
I'm gonna turn this down. Holy shit. Begin raising Lazarus from the dead.
Please, Lord, just heal my son.
Fully clear the body. So you just walk around just
Lord,
getting
if
shit
it's
done.
you,
Like people are like, bro, walk on this
tell
water.
me
You're
to
like,
come to you
I can do
on
that.
water.
Heal my kid. What's up with his hand? It's coming in clutch, dude. Just fucking getting those clouds moved. You gonna feed him or what? Oh,
I
he'll
am
feed him.
doing this for you. I want you to know that the things you have been taught are true.
I'm trying to think of this from a perspective of like not having any kind of like, that was a very fast 1:40. Trying to think of this from a perspective, because I feel like, you know, you'd have to be into this to want to play this. Which, you know, respect if you are, that's fine. But as a video game, the gameplay loop, it just is, it seems like you're walking around a lot with a narrative, Telltale game maybe, and then every once in a while somebody asks you to fix things and you fix them. So I don't know how fun that could be, but maybe it'll be fun for somebody. But for me, I don't know. This game doesn't look that great to me. I don't think it's a game I'll be picking up unless maybe there's some comedic element to be had from it. But yeah, mostly watch this out of curiosity, because you don't see often games like this, and so here we are. But yeah, it seems like he's getting shit done. When you need something, call on Jesus, and he'll get it done for you. He's the original Marvel superhero. Yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about I Am Jesus Christ? What you noticed in the trailer? Are you excited? Are you hyped? Are you gonna play this? If you are, let me know. And if you're not, let me know as well why you're not. Let me know what you think about in the comments below. I thought that was that character for a second that Tom Cruise played in Tropic Thunder. That would have been funny. All right, last video we're ending with a bang is Sons of the Forest exclusive multiplayer trailer. This comes out in less than 24 hours, I believe. The 23rd? I think it comes out the 23rd. Let's check real fast. February 23rd. And I will for sure be playing this. I am so excited for Sons of the Forest. Just another game I got to play this month. Holy shit. But yeah, this is going to show off multiplayer, which is something we haven't seen a whole lot of. We saw in the last trailer the AI companion, which looks awesome. And I'm excited to see playing with people, because that's how I will be playing this game. So let's watch this in 3, 2, 1, and go. Just taking a hike through the woods with a buddy. The chopping looks good. The building looks good. That's such an interesting new building system. Can the AI be with you when you play with friends? That'd be kind of sick. Looks like it, because he had the notepad out. I really want to interact with this building system, because it looks so different than what I'm used to with survival games. I can't wait to play this. Got a lot of bow and arrow action. Got a bunch of people at this fire. I think this is supposed to be 8-player co-op, which will be awesome. I don't think I have 7 other people to play this with, but I'll have, you know, 3, 4 other people. Shotgun, baby. The building looks awesome. Are those traps? I hate that. I hate that cat dog thing. Of course, we get some weird stuff to do. Like that. All right, Sons of the Forest. Overall, looks awesome. This didn't do anything other than get me more hyped for playing this very, very soon. The multiplayer, I wish they would have showed off a little bit more of like interactions with people, maybe show a little longer clip of people doing stuff together, but I think we get the point. It looks like you're going to be able to do everything that you expect to do, single player, multiplayer, and even have the companion with you in multiplayer, which I think is awesome. I don't know if that's going to take up a slot like some games do of your 8 people you can have, or if you're going to be able to have 8 people and that dude. That's really cool. He also seems like he'll be part of the story, and it seems like there's other companions they've talked about that'll be story driven as well. So kind of makes sense that they would include him in multiplayer, but it's cool to see. I kind of expected he wouldn't be there. So I love how they're defending their cabin and there's just one of the mutants just hitting it while they're in the middle of fighting. Like, they're dedicated to destroying this shitty little cabin they got. Combat's looking good. The stun gun is looking really cool. This stun baton. Shotgun was looking cool. Bow and arrow was looking cool. I'm really excited about the AI in this game when they talked about how like they'll assess situations more. There'll be like a ringleader of these groups that if you take out, it kind of demoralizes them. Yeah, overall, it's looking really cool. And again, I hate that fucking spaghetti monster cat dog. And yeah, it's coming out very soon. I can't wait to play this. It's looking awesome, and I will definitely be talking about it on the show or making a video soon after I play it. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about Sons of the Forest. Are you excited to play it, or are you not excited to play it? Maybe this isn't for you. I know Chevy would like to play Sons of the Forest, but he doesn't like the horror element to it, so he's not too into the idea of playing it, but otherwise he probably would if they didn't have like the mutants and stuff. And what do you think about the multiplayer? What are you hoping from the multiplayer? Hoping for from it? And what do you think about the companion? And what do you think in general about everything that we've watched? Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I've been Seth. Stay tuned. We got a State of Play video coming out soon. We got Game of the Month. We got Plus Club. So 3 videos coming out this week. Until the next one, have a good one, guys, and take it easy.